Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to the LIV Golf Invitational Portland. This is our first event in the US. We're so excited to have you here. Today we are joined by three new LIV golfers. We have Matthew Wolf, Bryson DeChambeau, and Abraham Answer. And we'll kick it off by talking to you, Bryson. So tell us a little bit about what excites you about LIV and how you intend to influence and innovate here as well.
Yeah, well, thanks, guys. Glad to be here. I think that the most interesting thing for me about all of this is the team format. Obviously, being a part of a Ryder Cup and President's Cup, and then having this opportunity to be a captain and have a team has been extremely intriguing to me. It's unique, different, something that I've always been about. And I think that from an innovation side of things, this is what I wanted to be a part of.
So Matthew, you obviously played elite college golf and we're at the top of your game. Obviously there's a team aspect there. Obviously it's 54 holes. How much of a factor did that play in making your decision to come to LIV Golf?
Yeah, I think it was huge. In college, I feel like I really thrived. In every other sport, every other organization, you're on a team, and I think that there's something to be said about playing hard for yourself and your caddy, but when you got other people relying on you and stuff, it's different. You give everything that you got, and I feel like, there's a lot of times when, like he said, Ryder Cup. Unfortunately, I haven't been on any one of those teams yet, but, you see so many guys that step up to the occasion on that Ryder Cup team, and they, the best comes out when they're, on a team, and they try really hard to play, not only for themselves, but everyone else.
Abraham, you are golf's biggest star in Mexico, obviously. So are you excited to be representing Mexico here, and what type of an impact do you think LIV will have on the game at home and your participation in LIV?
Yeah, I'm definitely very excited about that part of this change in my life and decision. I think it's going to be amazing for Mexican golf. A lot more opportunities will rise. I am pumped to see where Mexican golf is headed. And it's just creating more opportunity. I will have a little bit more time too to be involved and be actually there trying to grow the game over there.
How much did eligibility for playing in the majors factor into this decision? Because obviously if you play the rest of the year and you don't play PGA Tour events, it's going to be hard to get points and harder to get into the majors. Does that matter?
Well, personally, of course it matters. I would definitely want to play majors 100%. I think we are going to get, we already have a pretty strong field and a pretty strong case to get world ranking points. So I feel like it would be kind of crazy not to get any points.
What if that doesn't happen, though? What if, the world rankings, they decide it's going to be a 2-year waiting period or whatever it is, and you guys don't get to play, next year or the year after?
We're talking about today. What if? It's, I've made the decision and I'm really happy with where I'm at, and, it's just speculation.
I was wondering if you guys could just run through the factors that went into making the decision to be here.
I'll take that first. One of the things for me, it was a personal business decision. For me, I run and operate my golf as a business, as well as wanting to be one of the better players in the world. Second off, it was going to give me more resources and opportunities to reinvest in my local community in Dallas and back at my original home in California, where I could do things for junior golf tours, improve my foundation, and also build the multi-sport complex that I'm going to build here shortly in Dallas. And it also gave me more time to rest, the ability to have weeks off and recover my body in the way I want to, so that I could be prepared to give it my all when it comes time, not be depleted every week and continuing to get depleted over the course of time. So that was one of the things. That was another thing. And then the last part is I saw that first event in London and how much fun everybody was having. That was exciting to me, and I wanted to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, well, I actually made a list of a lot of pros and cons, and it wasn't definitely an easy decision. If it was just a business decision, then yeah, it was extremely easy, right? But no, it just came down to quality of life for me. I felt like in the last 2-3 years, I've been giving my all to golf and business outside of golf as well. So I haven't really had a life outside of golf and business.
I think they just covered it. The first question that I was asked was, a lot of it was the team aspect. To me, I loved college so much. I love being on a team. I love, traveling with people, or, even this morning, I walked got up in the morning, went down and, walked down into breakfast and, Abe and Hudson were sitting there and there was everyone at a table conversing, families with their kids and just seemed like a really good setting. Everyone was upbeat and really happy about it and it was cool to be a part of it.
Maybe you've heard that there's been widespread vocal opposition by politicians, you guys being here saying you're just taking Saudi blood money. So I just wanted to get your response to why you don't think that is the overriding issue about human rights.
Well, I personally think that I respect everyone's opinion and decisions, just like I hope they would on our side as well. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and from my perspective, we're golfers. We're providing entertainment globally, and we'll continue to do so as time goes on.
There's one tour where you can actually go and play freely and get world ranking points, and that's the Asian Tour because of the affiliation with Performance 54 and LIV Golf. Is that something that you have in your mind that maybe, when you want to get some world ranking points or competitive golf in?
Yeah, for me, it's definitely on the table. I like to compete. I like to go to new places. I like to play around the world. I just don't. I told my agent also I like to feel like outside of my comfort zone sometimes and play all over the world.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's, I love traveling and stuff, and even with this tour, I'm going to go to Thailand later this year and, just going all over the world, playing amazing golf courses, being in different cultures, I just feel like it's great.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I would love to showcase my skill set wherever it takes me. I have no issues with that, and if it's a way for world ranking points, then it's a way for world ranking points.
Bryson, what, if anything, could the PGA Tour have done to avert this, at least in your own case? Thanks.
Well, I think, again, a lot of the conversations that players have been having and have had with Jay are private conversations, but we have talked to him a lot and to other players a lot and to the PGA Tour members in numerous times, numerous scenarios about multiple opportunities. I don't know. I really don't know. It's not my place to make the decision. I've tried to be on the pack for a long time and was never put in place on that board, and is what it is, and I respect that. I have no issues with it, but in regards to that first question, I really don't have a clue, unfortunately.
You all are all relatively young players. As you were presented with this opportunity, was the long-term viability of LIV Golf a concern?
As of right now, there's a contract in place for, I think, all of us and me. Again, it came to a place where the pros outweighed the cons. We're great golfers. We'll continue to improve our games, I know that, and we'll work harder because of the structure that's set up. We want to provide the best for our teams and for the future of golf.
Given the controversial nature of LIV Golf at this point, do you have any concerns about your reputation or your legacy?
Well, I think legacy can be created anywhere you provide your skill set. I think that as it relates to your first question, from my perspective on the business decision side, I made that because of how it was going to affect me personally and my community around me.
Bryson, with the teams being announced later today, I'm just curious, you obviously value having a lot of information at your disposal. How do you balance between what you tell your team versus what you might want to keep to yourself?
That's a great question, actually. I love that. I don't know how much I'm going to give, but I will strategically have conversations about the golf course and help out. I think over time, as teams get more and more set, more information will be delivered. Because we are individuals, but also we want to piggyback off of each other and work in a manner that's all positive, where we're all growing and working together to the same goal of winning each team championship as well. So from my information, I'm going to let the guys do what they do.
One more for Abraham. You and Carlos were Olympic teammates. I'm curious how much you guys conversed about the opportunity here.
Yeah, well, that came up really quickly. I think how it happened, it's not something that we've been talking about for a while. It just came up really quickly, to be honest. I didn't know. I didn't really talk to him about the opportunity or anything until pretty much a couple days before announcement. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to have a countryman in this new venture. I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really good for Mexican golf as well, like how we were talking about this previously. And it's going to be exciting, man. I'm pumped.
This schedule, this format, how much did that play into this decision?
I think it just kind of gives me that perfect balance of being able to, enjoy my time off the golf course, and even when I'm not at a tournament, be able to go travel and work. And, I feel like, honestly, because of the little breaks that we get as well, when you're just playing 1 week and then you have some time off, I feel like I'm going to be excited to come to every tournament. I'm not saying you're not thankful for the opportunity, but you're like, gosh, it'd be nice to just go home for a week and reset.